Hello and welcome to my next 5 sculling guide. I am Ninja Dave, and this is going to be a guide on how to get 5 skulls on the library level on endless mode of playing. This is one of my favorite maps. It was one of my favorite maps on the original game, and I like it even more now that I can play it on endless, because it's got such a great bottleneck where you can funnel the orcs through not just one but essentially 2 successive awesome kill boxes, and it's just fun to watch them get ground into hamburgers. So let's take a look at it and grind up some orcs. First of all, I'm going to show you what's in my spell book. The trinket I'm taking with me is the Mana Rage trinket. It's upgraded on both slots. My weapon is going to be the crossbow as usual, which I think is the strongest weapon in the game, as long as you can get all the orcs to go through essentially 1 or 2 squares. That's upgraded for headshots deal extra damage and headshots generate mana. My secondary weapon is going to be the Ring of Lightning. It's upgraded to chain to additional targets and to chill some enemies. My traps are going to be the arrow walls, upgraded to do additional damage and to chill enemies. This is important because there are a lot of fire ogres and the new creatures, the fire lords and fire elementals. Also, I upgraded them to put them on ceilings, but I think I just used like 3 or 4 of those. It's not necessary if you don't have the skulls for it. Barricades upgraded for damage and to do self-repairing. Brimstone upgraded to burn the greatest number of mobs and to heat up faster. Floor Scorchers upgraded for damage and for covering a larger arc. That's important because you're going to want to put them on the opposite side of barricades to shoot at tar traps for people, orcs rather, going through the kill boxes, and also so that you can put them on walls. This is less important, just like the arrow traps. I only use these in a couple of places. Grinders upgraded for damage and clearing jams faster, and also unjams much more quickly. The Swinging Mace upgraded for damage and for swinging faster. Tar upgraded for cost and for slowing enemies even more. And that appears to be it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cordon off one side so that the mobs have to go down
I'll just leave this right here.
one direction instead of both directions. If you played this map at all in the original Orcs Must Die game, you may remember this. If you set up your barricades along here, they will the mobs will attack them because they want to be able to go to both rifts. But if you set them up in the middle like this, it somehow confuses their pathing, and they'll just all go down one direction, as you see the little light markers going now. It also has the added bonus of creating a 1 square walkthrough that they're going to have to follow to get through your kill box. It's eventually going to be set up like this with tar and a bunch of other things, but right now you don't have the money to do all of that, so we're going to set it up in just a much simpler sort of way, but it also turns out to be pretty effective for the first wave or 3. I'm going to try to remember to take it down after the first wave and set up the or maybe after the second wave and set up a better kill box sort of on the fly, but for right now this is what you're going to end up with.
Hey, look, room service. Here they come.
Now, as always with the first few waves, you don't want to shoot them until they get into the kill box, because they're weak enough that you might accidentally kill them before they start hitting your combo area right here. But go ahead and toss a lightning cloud and and then just kind of, shoot them with the crossbow as they come in to try to add some combo points if you can. As you can see, the kill box pretty much takes care of them. I try not to stand right on Scorchers when I'm shooting at a kill box, because when they pop up, they will block your shots. Especially later in the game when you're trying to do stunning and headshotting to get to keep them in the kill box. You certainly don't want your stunners to hit the Scorchers instead of the things you're trying to stun.
Yes! Kill streak!
Oops. One of the nicest things about the classic maps and any of the castle maps is that you're going to have a rift that you can run back to heal up a little bit. In fact, later when we have our second fallback kill box set up under here, this is pretty much where we're going to stay as much as possible to just get the constant healing.
This one's for me! Mass Orc killing. Kill streak!
As you can see, the kill box is very effective. Not a single orc got through, and all I did was put up the lightning cloud. Alright, so I'm going to leave just the basics down with the grinder and the scorcher and the tar and the actually, I'm sorry, I forgot which wave I was on. I'm going to put it all back up.
Some new decorations. Treat time. training. It's killing time. Kill streak.
I'm going to let him walk through because I don't like to leave the money sitting on top of the health pots and the mana pots. It makes it harder to pick it up, although right now I don't think I can pick up any pots.
Let's roll. It'll hurt a lot.
I'm also just kind of putting up some of the traps that we'll be using later on, but right now I don't think we're going to get to these, and I am going to end up taking these down in just a second after this wave to prepare for the Sapper wave, which is coming up in wave 8 or 9. When I say the Sapper wave, I mean the first one.
1, 2, 5. Darn it, we lost count again.
So that's it for the first 6 waves. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take down everything that's ancillary, and I'm going to leave up just the basic kill box with the 1 grinder and the scorcher and the swinging mace. And I'm going to take the rest of the money that I have, nearly 8,000 coins, and I'm going to set up my initial sapper defense. Because we're going to start getting sappers not on the next wave, but on I think wave 8, or maybe it's wave 9, and then every wave after that, or virtually every wave. Now, every time I've played this map on Endless, I have managed to lose either both of those 2 barricades or just one of them, and it's because sappers will continue to sort of try to bleed through pretty much, for the whole game. I never really got to a point where I could stop them effectively and consistently, and I think that a lot of that is because I don't really try to defend against them myself, certainly not for the entire wave every time, and I think that I just really underestimated them at first, and I never really kind of got to the point where I was adequately preparing for them. But I'm going to try to do that this time. I'm going to see if I can manage to keep all of my barricades without losing any.
Killing season. This'll slow him up. Who cares? gonna leave a mark. It's killing time. I got it first. Watch out, sappers!
Pretty soon, whenever I hear that, I'm going to start trying to go up there and make sure that those sappers don't get to my barricades, and personally shoot them with my with the crossbow, and maybe drop a lightning storm to kind of try to keep them back as much as possible. But at least for the first couple of waves, they're not much of a threat. You'll notice that's the the water elemental. If you haven't seen this before, they're kind of a strange breed. Instead of starting big and breaking up into smaller pieces as you do damage to them, they start small and they combine into larger pieces. But the good news is that if you can stop them from combining, or even if you can't, you only have to kill them once. They don't break back down.
Voila! Time to go to work. Wow, that's a lot of death.
Alright, so for the most part, I still want them to pretty much all funnel into the kill box without taking too much damage, but I also don't want the sappers to get through, so I'm going to try to kind of split the difference and keep beefing up these outer defenses incrementally as we go along.
And away we go. Yes! Kill streak! Killing season. Now that's a sticky situation.
As the mobs get heavier and heavier, I mind less and less losing all of the little one-shot orcs that come through. because they don't really tend to get very many combos, or at least not very high combos anyway.
I live for mass order.
And there's enough of the larger mobs coming through, getting combos to keep me in coins. Oops.
Bring it. Like catnip, but for orcs. Sappers on the way! It's more fun when you kill them all at once. Sometimes I amaze myself. Trophy time!
This won't hurt a bit. Treat time.
Okay, so this is wave 13, and I believe on wave 15 is the first time we're going to see gnolls in large numbers, and that's the first of the gnoll Grenader waves, when they will come out in force and try to blow you up to the best of their ability. So be watchful for that as it starts. When you start hearing that gnoll sound, know that it's Grenaders that are coming in, a lot of them. I think there are a total of 5 in pretty rapid succession. And if you're standing on or too near your barricades, they will destroy them.
Funnier when multiple traps get there. Orc pin cushions coming right up.
Maybe it's now. I think those are just normal. Well, maybe it is. Yep.
Yes! Hill Street! out of debt. Is that a liver?
Okay, so the next wave is wave 16, and 17 and 18 are the first waves where we start to get a lot of the Knoll hunters. Not as many as you're going to get in the next wave of rounds on 21 and 20 and so forth, but a fair number, enough to worry about. So now is as good a time as any to start putting down a plan for them, which usually just
I'm so
includes
clever and handsome.
a great deal of brimstone. You notice that it's fairly effective against other things too, not just gnolls. Things are starting to have trouble getting through. Whoops. I do hate the ogre mages.
Watch out, sappers! It's more fun when you kill them all at once. Sappers on the way!
I like to send the sappers and the gnolls at the same time because they know that the gnolls will keep you from stopping the sappers, which is really irritating.
Treat time.
Burn, Orky, burn! Combo!
Okay, so as I said, in the next round of 3 waves, you're going to see the first major knoll wave where they send about, I guess, 10, maybe 15 knolls after you all at once. And there's really nothing that's better at stopping knolls than brimstone, so I'm going to pretty much take down most of these backward defenses that I kind of hope that things don't get to anyway, and put up brimstone layers instead that I can hide behind if the knolls get through my main defenses. I always like to stagger the brimstone a little bit so that they're kind of not still on fire when they hit the second patch, if they're going to hit a second patch. I don't think the knolls will come in the next wave. I think that they'll be in the either in wave 20 or 21. Maybe, I think it's one or the other of those, probably 20. So I may get a chance to finish putting brimstone down there. But my goal is going to be essentially to, once I see them coming, to run behind the brimstone and let them kill themselves off, and then start stunning and headshotting them, you know, for any that survive.
Let's roll.
Damn it. I always got to watch for those little mana bolts that come from the ogre mages, because the map is really well set up to give you a way to defend against them, but you have to know that they're coming. And when I say it's really set up well, what I mean is that if you're standing about here where you should normally be standing and you start seeing them coming, just back up and they'll hit that staircase as they come over the top of it, and then you can run back up. It looks like it's definitely going to be wave 21 where the knolls come through, so I'm going to try to take a minute to put up a little bit more brimstone in between the waves.
Funnier when most drop together.
You really just can't have enough brimstone when the knolls start coming. You have to be on their own. Now, if you'll watch the mini-map, you'll start seeing red dots become yellow dots, and those are all knolls dying.
They're in the East Hall.
As you can see, they still get through.
Kill streak.
can see they just flood you with the gnolls. And after that wave is over, it's not as important to have these brimstones down really for the rest of the game until after you've got your 5 skulls at wave 40. And so what I'm going to do is put up
A little present for you.
some
One
slightly
for you,
stronger defenses
and one
for
for you.
other types of mobs. Can't really fit much in here. You don't want to put a Scorcher here because it might flip them over your barricades and they'd have a clean shot at the other rift.
Now I can toast 6 orcs at once.
After this next wave, I'm pretty much going to redo
Who wants
a good
more
deal of the traps
I do.
anyway, but it doesn't take much effort to put down some quick defenses for these last 3 before the last pause.
Treat time. Sometimes I amaze myself.
Some new decorations.
Watch out, sappers! Try this on for size. Kill streak. Sappers on the way!
Let's go.
Sappers ready to go! Yes! Elfrey!
Alright, so this is the pause after Wave 24 before Wave 25, which is the last opportunity that you're ever going to get to set up traps and take down traps on a large scale. So it's a good idea now to sort of plan ahead and figure out what you're going to want to do. For the remainder of the game, and I'm going to take the opportunity to set up the beginnings of my second kill box. I may not have the money to do all of it, but I can at least get it started for when things start to bleed through a little bit. Let's see how much money I do have. So the basics are going to be that I want them to funnel down here and then trek across the middle here before being released on this side to go to the rift. So in order to do that, you have to set up your barricades in a kind of a funny way. It sometimes helps to put at least it helps me to put the tar traps down first so that you can figure out where the barricades are supposed to go. But essentially they're going to look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once you have those set up, you can put up your
something for your face.
Maces, although I'm not going to put up both maces to start with because oops, I'm hoping that I won't need them both early on. In fact, I'm also going to take out the tar traps because I'm hoping that even if something does get through, at least for the first little while, it's not going to get past this first maze. So take the remainder of my money and put back some of the stuff that I took out, because it's going to be harder to set up traps in here than it will to set them up down there. And my first priority is going to be to put the brimstone back here, sort of going to brimstone all of this up, and then I'm going to finish that out and then start adding scorchers back towards the rift and other brimstone as sort of a last final defense. But this is the last chance I'm going to get to take a look at my trap setup, so I'm going to take a moment. And make sure everything is just what I want. It looks like it is.
Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population goes.
Before, when I was saying that the crossbow is the most powerful weapon in the game, that's why. It has the ability to stop entire mobs in a single kill box and make them get hit with the same traps over and over and over again with its stun secondary ability.
That was awesome! Whoa! It has to be some sort of record. It's about to get off. Or that.
From now on out, because you don't have the mandatory pauses between
Burn or be burned.
waves, you're going to have to take whatever opportunities you can to set up traps, and sometimes there really just isn't much of a chance at all.
That would be excellent.
Awesome.
They're in the West Hall.
Don't know how we got there.
They're in the East Hall.
Okay. So that was unfortunate.
They're almost there. Treat time. Hot foot. Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population? Let's go. Ready? And
Awesome.
fire.
That was a clusterfuck.
Now that's killing with style. Oh yeah. On the Tower of Power. Yes. Elfrey.
least one of these guys go through to the second area so that I can be over here and ready to take down these improvidently placed traps.
Let's roll. Here, orky, orky, orky.
That's what I wanted.
Sweet, another combo. Whoa, that has to be some sort of record. Mass orc killing. They'll like this one. Keep it coming. Check out that combo! They're in the East Hall. Party's starting, and you're all invited. Ever wonder how the sausage gets made? lost count again. It's cleaning the hair out after. Combo!
I thought that guy was dead. You can see we're starting to get a little bit of bleed through, and right about now is when I'm really glad that I have a secondary kill box set up and ready to go. I can just jump back here and walk them through this one instead. For some reason they do tend to walk over those first two barricades, the larger armies do at least, and they kind of keeps them from getting hit by this first mace, but it's still useful for the smaller ones, and they don't all manage to do it, so it's... But it is kind of annoying. I think that it may be the mace itself that's causing it, I'm not really sure. Not all sure what the rules are for those water elementals. Being dead doesn't seem to keep them from combining. In fact, they may have to be dead to combine. I'm not really sure.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Kill streak!
So the fact that we have a Mr. Moneybags must mean that this is level 35. You can always tell that it's a 5th level if you see him. Which, if you're not really having enough time to look up at the level counter, it's a good thing to remember.
Dibs on the orcs! I like a nice medium rare or warm beef center. Funnier when most crap together.
I hate those ogre mages.
It's killing time! Now I can toast 6 orcs at once!
I don't think he's going to make it through.
Time to go to work.
Oops. Damn it.
Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population? No.
That's not good.
They're in the West Hall.
Oh. Fuck.
They're in the East Hall. They're almost there. Can you smell what the war mage is cooking? They're almost there. Sweet, another combo. Moon Sappers on the way.
Awesome.
Whoa, there has to be some sort of wreck. This should shut their traps. Get it?
That was fun. Watch out for those little guys. When the fire elementals break up, they turn into these little running things, and they will set you on fire, and they do quite a bit of damage. And all they want to do is touch you. They don't. It's just they will essentially disintegrate once they get to you and take about half of your health with them.
Little pin for that trap.
Take some money bags. So this is round 40,
Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population?
and I have gotten here without losing a single rift point. Let's see if I can get through the round without losing a rift point. We're pretty much at the point here where it doesn't matter. I'm going to make 5 skulls pretty much no matter what. I mean, I don't think that I could just let them all walk to the rift if they can make it and still survive, but just about. You know, the traps will kill. In fact, I think at this point I could just stop playing and I would 5 skull it, but let's keep doing it anyway, see if we can't 5 skull it with 30 rift points. And then after that, I'm pretty much gonna, haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna fast forward through any part of this yet, but obviously you you know better than I do if I did or not. But I may cut to the chase after I get through wave 40.
Time to dance. Sapper, straight in.
Alright, so that's it. I've gotten to wave 41, which means I have got the 5 skulls on the map, and this trap setup seems to make that relatively easy. This is the easiest time I've had of it so far. In each of the last 2 times I played to the end, I lost more rift points and had more trouble with the mobs before, well before this. In the mid 30s, I started having unpredictable bleed through and had to fall back to the second kill box more than once. This has been by far the best way to set it up, and the difference really between this and the previous times was when I went through at wave 22 and set up Scorchers instead of Brimstone in the main halls.
Sweet, another combo. Drink. Ha! They're in the East Hall. They're almost there.
Good times. Good times.
Check out that combo. And away we go.
Not 100% sure how useful it is to keep running out here every wave and putting down this light damage, or what is now light damage, lightning clouds.
Now that's a sticky situation.
They're in the East.
Uh-oh.
They're almost there.
Oops. Oh, this is the next null round. It's a good idea to retreat.
That was awesome. Sweet, another combo.
I didn't quite get back up fast enough to pause him in there, and that's not looking good. Somewhere I'm missing some coins.
Gee, I hope nobody gets hurt. No, I don't. 1, 2, 5. Darn it, we lost count again. They're in the East Hall. They're almost there. Time to go to work. Right there, that's the spot. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
I hate those ogre mages.
Let's go.
Just can't seem to get headshots. Awesome. That's the end. I don't know why they suddenly decided to go for my barricades. Screw it. I don't care. So that is the 5 sculling guide. I am not going to survive this next level, largely because I don't really want to. I didn't really want to go for 50 or any higher anyway, and as you can see, once you get past about wave 40, 43, 44, 45, there's just no way to build enough traps to keep your game alive. So I'm pretty much going to give up on it at this point and let him walk to the rifts, and then we'll take a look at the leaderboards and my final score, and that will be that. Alright, so wave 47, almost 1,000,000 points. I kind of wish I'd hung around just a little bit longer and cracked that score, but maybe next time. If I'd known I was so close, I might have tried for it. Almost 3,000 kills. It's like 22, 23 skulls picked up. (139th place at 929,531). So that is the 5 sculling guide for the library on endless mode. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful to you. If you did like it, or if it did help you out getting through this level, I hope you'll leave a comment or give me a thumbs up. Click on the little like button. At any rate, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.